Mm. Alrighty, we are in the house. It's Saturday night, y'all. Not sure what's on the card for tonight, but should be a good show. We got the Elite in action tonight too. Well, the new Elite at least. I'm not feeling that new Dynamite set, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do about that. Brian. So we got Brian Danielson coming out. Is he on the fire? Oh, yes, he is. Look at him. I love Brian. How's he going again? Well, we got Brian making his way to the opening. I can't believe they left us that little teaser on Wednesday with Brian and Will just staring each other down in the rain. We're gonna get that one day. If we can get Brian injured free. Oh, Shane Taylor. Oh, you know what? I think I did see something about this, about him going against Shane Taylor. This is gonna be interesting. We got Lee Moriarty coming out too. All right, Shane Taylor had already won against Moxley. We got two more members to go against in BCC. It's gonna be an interesting matchup. And that's so crazy. I remember a few weeks ago we got a really cool promo from Shane Taylor, talking about how, I guess they're recruiting people to be part of their group. If we're tired of losing or whatever, come join us and all that stuff. And since then, they've done nothing but lose, and that's unfortunate. Um, really interesting. Well, the bell has rung. Well, at least Shane getting some TV time. We already know how this is going to play out. Hey, he's going to beat your ass tonight. All right, so he's just going to be throwing Brian around for a while. And obviously, with Shane being the leader of the group, he's going to have to get some W's too. Want to show people why they should join the group. So they need to be getting some wins. just not gonna happen tonight. All right, Brian, already trying to get him down, trying to put him in submission and probably end this shit early. Oh, man, he's doing some damage. Damn. Whoa, that wasn't pretty. He threw up them chops dirty. Brian, what happened? He's hurting from giving him a chop? Oh my god. Come on, Brian, get up. Now I know Sting just had his last match or whatever, but when Brian have his little retirement match, um, yeah, I'm gonna be boohoo crying with my tissues and everything. Come on, knock him down, Brian. He's trying. Okay, now he really putting that work on that leg just to make sure. And his chest is so red after them chops. Dang. He's stretching out that now he grabbed it onto Brian's face. He's like, hey, I'll break your face. He is amazing, Shivani. We can agree on something. Ouch. Look at Lee. Lee looks so disgusted right now. Like, I don't want to get in the ring with this crazy son of a bitch. Hmm. Ooh, nice kick from Shane. Another punch. Oh no. Brian's out the ring. Picture in picture once again. Lee Moriarty might attack him since he's outside the ring. Well, no, Aubrey look like she's paying attention, so probably not. So we're with our first picture in picture. What's new? Shane looked like he finally gonna get some work in on Brian, obviously during the commercial break. Lord have mercy, Jason Momoa. Lord, I'm probably just gonna see that movie just because you're there. I don't know what's going on with Aquaman at this point. I only seen the first movie, and I don't know whatever happened after that. So let me get to these comments, get my granny glasses on. Alrighty. So we got Robert in the house. What's going on, Robert? King Leo's in the house. Robert, no homework. I haven't done any homework yet. Come back on Wednesday for that. Robert said it's so sad. Lee Moriarty got wasted after the firm. He is so good, and they're not doing anything with him. I don't know what's going on with that. We shouldn't be surprised though, right? This is AEW we're talking about. King Leo says he's getting some twists. It's been a long time to get the hair right. I would like to get my hair braided too, but I don't know. We'll see. Said, have y'all heard about my hard contract status? So, I mean, he's still signed. It's just that they haven't reached any type of agreement to extend the contract. So we'll see if that even happens. I mean, he's been expressing how he hasn't been happy. Jeff Hardy too, but the situation with Jeff going on right now. So I don't know if we're gonna see him for quite some time with that no situation. But Matt Hardy, I mean, if AEW don't sign them, well, at least Matt Hardy, it makes sense. They don't do anything with them anyway, so I don't really see what's the point. Look at Lee. At least they can sick. And then they're over here talking about, oh, it's Darby's first time getting in the ring with Jay White. I can't really say I'm even excited for that. I know I've been wanting to see uh, Jay White doing some singles action and just, I'm not liking this whole Bang Bang Silver Gang thing, but Jay White needs to be in singles action for sure. Come on, Brian. I know he's gonna drop his big ass on Brian. Oh, he got the leg drop. Okay. I thought he was gonna move. You spent all that time showboating. You could have been pinned him after that leg drop. Another chop. There should be like a chop counter at every show, especially if Brian or Kingston gonna be on show. There need to be a chop counter. Why he on grabbing up on his face like that? Oh, that's the worst one yet. Damn. Ooh. Look at Brian showing off. And now he going back to the knee. Oh, my sweater. I know it's so cute. Look at it. It's so cute. Oh, oh, the beginning of the end for Shane Taylor. Man, I was just enjoying some weather, some really warm weather in like the 80s, like 85. Well, you know what? I don't really care for like 80 something degree weather, but it's been in the 80s all week, and all of a sudden we're dropping to the 30s tonight. That sucks. Oh, and don't forget, you guys, it's daylight saving time. So put your clock forward, spring forward, right? Isn't that what it's called? I love it when the time changes time of year, so it is, brighter later in the day, so that's what I prefer. I absolutely prefer. I feel like that motivates you when the sun is up longer instead of the sun coming down, like, at 5 o'clock. Oh, I hate that. I freaking hate that. Ooh. Okay, now he's giving him some kicks to the chest. Ooh, now that one to the face. You're not gonna win it with that. Come on now. Shane said, "Come on, baby, you're gonna have to try a little harder than that." That was a 1 count. Ryan not happy about that. Oh, Brian probably gonna go for that knee, that flying knee. Oh, never mind. Another kick to the face. Probably gonna give him a third one just because. Ooh, lariat from Shane. Alright, Shane putting on a good fight with Brian. I guess that's what matters, win or lose. Oh, Shane giving him them baby kicks to the face. I hate that. Oh my god, a devastating headbutt. Yo. Mm-mm-mm. That would be wild if Shane would have won. What this ain't fucking about Brian. Very interesting. There you go. Now I see he's encouraging those yes chants. What was Shane about to go for? Brian got down off his shoulders. Okay, let's see if he gonna win with that. All right, where can I find a man like Brian? Lord have mercy. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. We need to see Shane and Lee on Collision a little bit more and taking some W's too. That would be nice. We actually haven't seen them on Ring of Honor for a while though. But what we doing with them? Look at the chest. Oh now. Mm-mm-mm. You say you came up after my match. I'm gonna come and show up after yours. Look at Will. Oh my God, have y'all seen those memes of Will with that green sweater on and how he looked like he was part of shit, what's that show? Squid Game? Y'all know in Squid Game they had the green and white uniform and his sweater looked just like it. I was dying when I saw that. But it's nice to see Will still in the building. You guys know this was taped on what was it, yesterday or whatever it was. So Will was still over there. He does look like he in the Squid Games with that tracksuit on. Oh, he getting the mic too? Okay. Gonna have a chat. No. You heard that? The highest of on highest of levels. You ain't lying. We don't shut the fuck up so you can talk. Damn. see each individual of Shane Taylor's fingers on Bryan's chest. That's scary. Oh, Lord. Hmm. Yes, Brian, thank you. I'm grateful. I don't know about anybody else, but I am. Uh-oh. Mm. Okay. Mhm. Brian got manners. He's gonna of course he's gonna say welcome. Mhm. No. Mm. Oh, there we so hold on. When? Why they giving us this so early though? I wouldn't have thought that these two would have gone at it damn near right away. Well, I mean, Will could say no. Yes, bruh. Oh my god. Was not expecting this so soon. So if that's the case, who the hell is he gonna be facing by the time they go to All In? 'Cause I know I wouldn't have mind seeing Bryan and Osprey at All In. Looks like they wanna waste no time. At least they didn't say like a Dynamite or a Collision or whatever. It's a pay-per-view. Oh, it's a Sunday pay-per-view. It's a Sunday pay-per-view. Okay. I guess he's going back to Sunday pay-per-views. Alright, I'm cool with that. Alright, well, we on to commercial. Like I said, I was surprised to see that. Oh, we got Mr. Majestic in the house. It said, "Is Shane Taylor now an official AEW jobber?" So, not just now, it's happened for a while now, unfortunately. The last match he won wasn't wait, no. Shit, now I forgot if he won that match against Keith Lee at the, Final Battle pay-per-view. I don't really remember, but, I think, Keith Lee probably won that one. Who knows? I don't know, but he's been jobbing a lot, him and, Lee Moriarty with their group, and honestly, I'm over it because it's just so predictable now. It's the same old, same old. Leo said, "Yeah, I did hear about it. He might leave. He's not happy." Yep, he hasn't been happy for a while. Him and Jeff started to get into the groove of things until the whole thing got fucked up with, Sammy Guevara messing up his face, so that's, unfortunate. Killia said Jeff ran into the crowd to get fired during his push for Tony to job him out. What? What are you talking about? Mr. Majestic says maybe the AEW creative team could be packaging Taylor and Moriarty or Shane Taylor and Scorpio Sky as a tag team. So they're being a little bit weird. I don't know if you watch Ring of Honor, Mr. Majestic, but Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty, the last time they were on there, they were trying to recruit people for Shane Taylor promotions or productions, whatever you call themselves. And then that was literally it. And we've been seeing them lose on AEW since then. So I don't know what's going on with that. Scorpio Sky seems to have been teasing maybe a tag team with Ethan Page the last time I saw Scorpio Sky a few months ago, maybe back in January or something. He seemed to want to do the whole Men of the Year thing with Ethan again, and since then have not seen Scorpio Sky. So I don't know what's going on with him either. Robert says, Kelia, I bet you if Tony offered Matt some hoochies, he'll resign. I don't know if that would be the case though, because it seems like he and his wife are okay again. I don't know. It's always a off and on thing. I can't do these toxic relationships. It's just so weird. Helio said, nah, that Okada check got the whole roster heated. I bet. I bet. 14.5 million. That is insane. King Leo said that sweater is fire, Tati. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we're taking an ask, where'd you get it from? Oh, this sweater? I actually got it from Walmart. Can you believe in it? Walmart of all people. Let's see. King Leo said, yeah, we lose an hour. I'm gonna be tired of working. I actually prefer it this way. I just wish like it just stays this way. Like after this, no more changing the clock. It's just fine just the way it is. And we got the loser EPT coming out. I wonder who they're facing. Weren't they wearing these robes the other night at the pay per view? I think they were, or some other time. I don't know. They ugly anyway, but while they're making their way out, Keith Leo says Shane will never win in his deep sea buster surf and diving suit. He said the will game. Mm, well, here they come. Can you guys hear me okay? Robert Brown says you're talking if Brian Danielson knocked on your door and said, I just was with my wife, would you make the first move? It looks like he's making the first move and he's coming to my door. I'll let him in. All right, here's the rainmaker. I cannot believe how wrong I was about this. I literally thought it was him debuting at Big Business. I would have probably bet money on it, but thank God I didn't because I would have lost some coins. So here he is. Hold on, let me check something with my mic. Guys, give me a second. All right. Is the microphone better now? Let me know. Let me know. If it doesn't, then I'll just take it off and just use my camera mic instead. Oh, it's good now? Okay. I don't know what that was, but my cord was a little messed up. Probably gonna have to get another one anyway. Okay, so we have what is this? Look at Okada's face. So far we only had what's his name, Brian versus Shane Taylor, and then Will Ospreay came out and they were on the mic. Basically, Brian wants to have a match with him at the next pay-per-view, which is next month. I forgot the exact date, but it's a new pay-per-view called AEW Dynasty. So they're gonna have a match on that pay-per-view. All right. Well, Okada took the win for his team. Did Matthew or Nicholas even get in the ring? Well, we already knew that this was going to be a squash. Okada's better than this, but whatever. You guys like these three together? Who the? Oh, Eddie Kingston, bruh. What the hell? I mean, he would have been able to make it in that ring if his Tims had some laces on them. Girl, put some laces on your boots. Who's that? Is that Penta? Oh, what the hell? Okay, somebody else got to be coming out to make it a trios party. Well, hold on now. Eddie Kingston barely have any friends. Who else would have came out? Oh, it's Pac, the bastard Pac. OMG. I know we saw a video of him from the pre-show the other night. I didn't know when he was gonna return exactly, but here we go. Oh, look at this. Pac standing in front of Okada. Yes, Nigel, take my money too. Damn, how tall is Okada? Ooh, they're teasing us right now, you guys. Okay. Hey, hey, no. Oh, they took him out the ring. I wanted to see a little something, something. Give us another 30 seconds. Okay, now we cooking something. Ooh, that accent. Yes. Oh, getting ready. Oh, trios action next week. Okay. Eddie Kingston is doing everything but defending those titles. Oh yeah, Darby Allin got a match with Jay White. He letting everybody know that that might be his last match ever, since he's gonna be climbing Mount Everest. I think he's gonna be all right anyway. That little promo that they had with each other, I didn't really like it. It was not strong, not for me. Oh, Tony Storm or Mariah May. Oh, this is still a thing. They're still going with this. Um, okay. Robert says AEW need to do Saturday pay-per-views, not Sunday. I'm cool with Sundays. You guys have already seen that obviously AEW and WWE doing pay-per-views on Saturdays, it's an issue. Trish Adora. What was Trish Adora got a jobber's entrance? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Okay, so this is a new I guess this is gonna be a thing for Mariah May to be dressing up as Toni Storm. Um, I guess. Trish Adora's been on a losing streak for months. Oh, the Tony Awards. Oh, and they got my referee right there, Brandon. It better not be a squash, 'cause I don't see Trish winning this, but don't squash my girl. Mariah May is great, but I don't really want her to get lost into someone else's identity. I don't know where they're going with it, but we'll see. In picture. What is new? Oh, we got Will in the house. It says, "Hi, Tati. Hi, Will. How are you this evening?" And Leo said, "Remember when Jeff was acting disoriented and ran into the crowd on his last?" Are you talking about who was he in the ring with? Was it? I'm not sure which match you're talking about now. Oh, with Swerve, you're talking about. Is that what you're talking about? Will says, okay, so I guess I got the microphone situation situated, but if you guys have any issues hearing me, let me know. Okay, so Will said, "Did anyone see Brock Lesnar is back on WWE roster? They are not gonna use him." Are they maybe Mania? Wait and see thoughts, Tati? Well, Kim Leo told me that like an hour ago, and I haven't seen anything, so I'm not really sure what's going on. You guys are the only 2 that's actually mentioned this, so I haven't seen anything at all. And I did look on social media, I didn't see anything. Let's see, Will Ospreay, bruv. Ospreay and Danielson gonna be awesome. I think he's, best wrestler in the ring in all wrestling. Ospreay, you agree, Poppy? So I'm sorry, I guess I might be a little biased to Bryan Danielson. He's just the best to me. I could put Ospreay right after that, though. But I would say that, in terms of matches, Will had better matches last year. So I did enjoy his matches more than Bryan altogether. But Bryan didn't have as many matches, I don't think, compared to Will. Ooh, Straight Up Wrestling is in the house. How are you, Harry? Will says the school pack is back. He's been out for ages. He's so good in the ring. Remember Neville and WWE OMG. We all want to forget that. He was good, but the gimmick was crap. I absolutely agree. Yeah, so I mean, I've enjoyed him in AEW more, but he had 2 back-to-back injuries that were super close. That's why it seemed like he was gone longer. It's just that the 2 injuries were pretty close to each other. But hopefully he's good this time. We'll see. I think he had got injured in that pay-per-view match against Claudio. I think that's what it was. They had a pay-per-view in the summer for Ring of Honor. I think he got injured there. All right, we're back from the commercial break. Yeah, the Carter Champion Cornerstone. See, this is what I was saying. Like, she's not gonna wanna. Hmm. Oh, what a headbutt! Ooh, knee to the face. I can't believe they're trying my girl like this. Damn. Ugh. Ugh, I'm not liking this. Um. Uh, but here's our girl, Tony. Is this a Tony Award? Come on. Oh well, here it is. Oh, she looks beautiful. Okay. The hell? What? She was the only nominee. Of course she was gonna win. It's a shoe as an award? Wait, hold on, who is that? Deanna beat her with a shoe. A shoe award, okay, interesting. Uh-oh. Deanna, girl, I hope we make some friends. Luca got a new jacket, I see that. I mean, I guess he's getting paid. What is going on? And she what? She put it on the shoe on her stomach? Like, what is this? This is this is wild. Alright, very interesting. Alright, so next week we got Riho versus Willow Nightingale. I can see Riho taking that one too, you guys. I was really surprised that Chris Statlander did not win against Riho. Like I said, whenever Riho comes, she's gonna take a few wins, and then a loss, and then we don't see her for the next few months. And then once again, Stokely was trying to help her cheat. That didn't work out, obviously. Now Willow telling Stokely to keep his ass in the back. She don't need any help for her match. So we'll see what happens with that. But I really do love. I honestly, I thought Tony was gonna say she was the one that won the award and not Mariah May, but Mariah May was the only person nominated for this award. So I don't know. Straight Up Wrestling show says, "What's up, Robert and Will and the rest of Top Warriors?" Julia says they doing everything but fighting. Robert says HBT is that new brother. Straight Up Wrestling Show said yes. You guys check out Straight Up Wrestling Show. They also do watch alongs as well, and they do also have other wrestling content on their channel. Chris and Harry, please go over and subscribe and check out their content. They're very entertaining. King Leo says Mariah May about to be the next Davian Sandow. That would be crazy. And you know what? I actually did like Davian. Liked him a lot. I don't know what he's doing now. I know he had like an interview with Dutch a few months back. That was the last time I seen him. We had ballet dancer in the house. Good evening, Tati. How are you, ballet dancer? Okay, so Jeff had a tag match with Drew and Xavier Woods versus the Bloodline, tagged out and walked through the crowd, taking pictures and selfies with fans. Ballet dancer says it's cold up here with rain. King Leo says Luther is a G. That was wild. Straight Up Wrestling says that was hilarious. I wonder when that Tony Storm charade's gonna stop. Oh, I see them taking this for as long as they possibly can. We'll see. I'm thinking at least up into the All In pay per view, and then maybe something different after that. Probably by then, because I think that'll make it about a year since she's had that character by that pay per view. I think. Straight Up Wrestling Show says, "We appreciate you talking. We still push your show. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. You guys go ahead and subscribe." Just did a wrestling show. So we still got commercials going on. I wonder what the main event is for tonight, 'cause I haven't heard who's gonna be on there. So how tall is Okada though? When Pac was staring at him, Pac was basically looking at the sky. So it's either Okada's tall or Pac is a shorty like the rest of us. All right, so it's our stepdaddy Christian coming out. Oh, Nick Wayne does have a match tonight. I remember hearing that. I don't think they said who though. Or wait, yeah, Nick Wayne. Okay, I was about to say because Luchasaurus look like he's ready for action too. I was really upset about a Luchasaurus match the other day against what's his name, the one that's always with Daniel Garcia, Daddy Magic. Yeah. I didn't really understand why Kill Switch after all this time not being in action just to come back in a squash match against oh Adam Priest. Going against Daddy Magic, who was basically in several pieces by the time he got into that ring. I just didn't like it. Like I don't mind him being part of that group, but I just it's like we can we can do something with Luchasaurus at this point. It's just not working the way I want it to work, getting as far as we have with the storyline with Christian. Oh no, Christian's not going to be on commentary. That's not what a wasted opportunity. And I know some of y'all on this chat are sick of Nick Wayne. Um, but it's great to see him in singles competition too. Not everybody needs to be walking around collecting checks. The new family. I love Nigel. He's so funny. Oh, all right. Well, he threw him out the ring, and y'all taped up too. That show that been taped up for a while now. There he go with his BK tights on. Come on, Nick. He think he cute. He is not. Look at Christian. You got something to prove here, Nick. To our stepdaddy. I'm gonna say, so this is gonna be like a squash, like a minute and a half squash, but it's still going. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. Uh, no, this he ain't ending it with this. What's his finisher? It's a cutter, right? It's called something. I forgot what it's called, but it's just a cutter, really. Um, Mama Wayne out there, she's lovely. I wonder what happened with that car that Christian stole. There it is, right there. 1, 2, 3. Mhm. A little cutter, man. Nothing special, really. Look at Christian arguing with the crowd. They could at least make them a tag team. That tag team tournament coming up. Um, then he snatched that kid's son. Oh, not kid, grown man actually. Oh, hold on now. It gotta be Adam. Where is the lights, Tony Khan? It has to be Adam because it's a gold mask. Yes. Lord have mercy, Adam Copeland. He's been in the gym. What's in the box? Got a little toolbox. Uh-oh, they coming back for you, Adam. Is he sending Luchasaurus and Nick to go get it? You gotta have other people there to do the dirty work, you guys. Oh, what's in there? All right, whatever it is, Christian sees it. Christian is like, "Okay, Adam, that black around your eyes, bruh. Whatever's in there." Christian said, "We out. We are out of here." He said, the TNT title ain't worth it. Let's go." Hmm. I wonder what was in there. Mm. Lord have mercy. I mean, we haven't seen Adam in a couple of weeks, and did he just spend those weeks at the gym? Like, he looks so great. What was in there, though? I'm curious. Oh, Lord, here we go. This is the main event. Mm. I know you a dog. I love Mark Briscoe. I love his energy. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Y'all know I cannot. I just cannot deal with Chris Jericho right now. I can't deal with this guy. Over it. I am so over it. Bella Dancer said, "Who's doing your hair? Did you let Jake the Snake know what's up?" So King Leo getting some twists in his hair tonight. We'll see how it looks on Monday when y'all go ahead and check out his channel on Monday. Oh, and he's been doing some video games and playing WWE 2K24. So check that out if you guys like video games. King Leo said, "Everyone hit the like button. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Almost there. Almost there." Belly Dancer says, "I cannot believe that Tony Khan paid Okada all that money. Girl, you better believe it." Straight Up Wrestling Show says Okada is listed as 6'3"? Oh, okay, that's tall. And 236 pounds. I would have never guessed that. I would have been so wrong. Will says Mariah May is good. Loved her wearing Tony's WWE gear. I remember Tony wearing that. Might if then NXT might have been the roster. Can't remember. I'll call her Tiffany Stratton 2.0. And everybody's been loving Tiffany as of late. We'll see what happens for her at May. Mariah May should have her own identity and don't care for her wearing Tony's old gear and doing her shtick. So I agree as well. She's just too new in AEW to drag this out. You know, sure at the pay per view was cute or whatever, but after that, I don't think they should be continuing with that. She's too new in the company. King Leo said, "Let's go, Nick." And Will says Mariah May is English like me, so I like her. I'm biased. Yeah, that's cool. Be biased. Like me, as a New Yorker, I always go for the New York wrestlers, except for Hook. But yeah, yeah. I always choose the New York wrestlers. All right, the bell has rung, and you guys do not care for looking at Chris Jericho right now. We had Chris Jericho back on commentary for Rampage. He usually do commentary, but he's been out for a while now. But he's back. To see how this goes. Obviously, Chris Jericho, he's been in the business for a really long time, and he doesn't wrestle like he used to, but he gets in the ring as if he wrestled like he used to. And my issue with Chris Jericho is that, prior to Okada coming into the business, he was the highest paid AEW wrestler. But for what? Like, for what? He goes into the ring with younger wrestlers and he doesn't put them over. For whatever reason, he puts himself over, and I don't understand that. He had that whole Jericho Appreciation Society group. None of those bitches got over, and I still cannot believe that to this day that nobody in that group has anything to say in terms of that faction put them over in any way. Not at all. Not at all. I remember Daniel Garcia doing an interview talking about how he was supposed to join DCP, and then that whole thing got squashed, and they were making it seem like he's going to stay in JAS, like as if he was going to get a big push, and that didn't even happen. I would have preferred going to DCP. I think that probably would have worked out better for him. Okay, I feel like Aubrey was official for all these matches. Can you guys hear me? But yeah, we do get Chris Jericho who's gonna be teaming up with Hook, and they might join the tournament for the tag titles. Not interested in that group either way. Don't want to see them tagging. Hmm. Picture in picture, what's new? Picture in picture. Uh, anyway, let's get back to these comments real quick. King Leo said the heartbreak Nick. Belly Dancer says I went to the supermarket to pick up some Jersey tomatoes for this cornball. Belly Dancer says Edge. What's in the box? That they got on matching pants. We got David Valentine in the house says we gotta stop all the tribalism in sports wrestling. I mean pro wrestling. I don't think that will ever go away, unfortunately. Straight Up Wrestling said, "Yeah, he is cut up. Mark Briscoe is cool. LOL." All right, guys. So if I do have any issues with my mic, or whatever, let me know because something a little funky about my mic today. So we got picture in picture, and like I said, Tony Khan ain't waste no time to let everybody know that there was going to be this tag tournament. And I do feel like when you really think about the real tag teams in AEW, not the ones that are just being thrown together right now, there's not many teams. Even the Acclaim talking about they wanna be in the tournament. When they have the trios titles, if you guys are not even doing anything with that, why do you think anybody wants to see you guys go for the tag titles? Part of me kinda feels like the Young Bucks will win it. I really don't want that though. Obviously, they didn't get a chance to, get it off of Sting and Darby. They may win it. But that is definitely not what I wanna see. I think people wanna see different champions. People wanna see, the company take a chance on other people to be on top and be champions, and it's kinda seeming like AEW is just sticking with who they know, who's reliable for them. So I actually see whichever team winning it to be a team that has had the titles before. I could see FTR winning it too. They're great and all, but, they can do better. Why not put it on Top Flight? They could use some work on the mic. You hardly really hear them, but they're just damn near excellent in the ring every time. They can go for trios too, with Ashton and Betty. Since Daddy Ass and Acclaim are not doing anything with those titles, might as well give it to a trio that would do it some justice. But Chris Jericho put a little something something in this match. If they want to know, he's not washed up. Oh, okay. Oh, and then Chris Jericho also talking well, seeming like kinda hinting that he had his eyes on the world title the other day when he was talking with Wardlow. I don't wanna see that either. Oh, yes, Mystico versus Angelico. That's gonna be good. For those of you who are not, um, familiar with Angelico, or if y'all remember him just being a jobber, um, they took a chance on him on Ring of Honor and let him do his thing a few months back. And he is amazing. And you'd never know it if y'all remember him just jobbing on AEW Dark all the time. He's amazing. So, this should be a really great match with Mystico. So that should be the next 2 matches that we have. Obviously, it's Mystico and then Helico, and then after that should be the Atlantic Street fight with the House of Black and Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Mark Briscoe. And that should be the main event at the Dynasty pay-per-view. Will Ospreay and, Bryan Danielson, just them 2 going at it should just be enough, but I would like to see a storyline being played out between the 2 of them, whichever one is the best wrestler in the world type of storyline, I don't know, but, um, just those 2 sells it for me, but AEW has a lack of stories right now, which is frustrating because I really do try to defend them so much, but I cannot say they have great stories because they barely do have any at all. Oh, double stomp to the chest. Jericho, you might wanna go home after this. Alright, he's really trying to lock in this submission here. Oh, Jericho got out of it, and he's going for the lion tamer. Well, trying. Oh, I thought he was gonna take it with a roll up. We do not like roll-ups here. No, we don't. Code breaker, a weak code breaker, by the way. Let's wrap this up. I'm over it. Ooh. What was up last night with who was the referee in that main event that was scared to count? I don't know what that was on Rampage last night, but it was very strange. But that's a blinged out mask though. Very nice. Very nice mask. Ooh. Something tell me it was Aubrey. Was it Aubrey in the main event last night? Oh wow. Lion Tamer. Oh my god, he tapped. What's going on? How come the CMLL guys are not getting all the wins like that? So far, they got 2 wins in AEW, and I think they both was on Matt Sydal. Damn, I should have known he was gonna take this win. Whatever, whatever. Oh, there go my boys. Yes, Toa Leona, Bishop Khan. Thank you for putting in some work on Chris Jericho. Oh my god. The hook is just oh lord. Oh, well, at least we didn't have to look at Hook's ridiculous hairstyle. He got a beanie on. Come on, like really, totally on them Bishop Khan. They just really they have an issue getting in the ring with Hook. Come on, like who does Hook? Hook look like a high schooler. Uh, they had these guys come out twice now, and they put it. They putting over Hook and Chris Jericho. They can't do a damn thing though. I see Bishop Khan and Toa Leona. They look like monsters. Oh Lord, up next we hear from FTR. That's my nightmare. I'm telling you, every time Dax get on the mic, I'm in fear. He is not a great talker. He's not, but boy, he and Cash are amazing in the ring, but don't want to hear them talk. King Leo, do you remember yesterday from Rampage? One of the referees was scared to count and just standing there. It was so awkward. Bella says she forgot who it was. They are really going overboard with Hook, and she has a little tomato for you, Hook. To be honest, I look at Hook and I'm not convinced. I'm really not. I don't care who your father is or whatever situation is. Back then, you'd see Taz and you feel that intimidation. You don't feel it at all with Hook. Matter of fact, I think these past few weeks we've really gotten to see how inexperienced Hook is in the ring in comparison to all these other guys that they've been putting him in the ring with. So I wouldn't necessarily say that he's intimidating in any type of way. The Hook got a hat on. Nick Wayne makes Hook look amateur hour. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they will get in the ring anytime soon. Anytime soon. I would actually think that Nick Wayne would look better. Probably. Oh, you said it was Aubrey. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Aubrey last night. That was so awkward. I don't know what happened, but whatever. It just seems like we see her most often throughout the night officiating the matches, which is pretty interesting. Belly Dancer says, no, King Leo throws a few tomatoes at Nick Sane. But that would be an interesting matchup. Hook and Nick Wayne. Both these guys are pretty young guys. I would actually like to see that. I would like to see them go at it. I would like to see a little feud between them. You know, put these young stars going against each other in feuds to really show, what they can do, not just in the ring, but on the mic as well. Show a little bit of acting skills, something, you know. That would be interesting to see those two. But I could assume that they would try to protect Hook and make him look the best that they could possibly make him look like. What am I looking at right here? Is this a chicken pizza? A fried chicken pizza from KFC? What? It's like a big I don't know what that was. That was very interesting. That's what I'm saying. It's just too late in the night to be showing these type of commercials. Oh, here's Tony Schiavone. I don't know what that was from KFC, but I am interested. Oh Lord, now they're talking about the tag team championship right before FTR come out. Ugh. You see, this is what I was just saying that FTR or the Young Bucks is going to end up winning that damn thing. Valley said, I would like to see a match between Hook and Nick. Yeah, I would like to see that too. Like I said, something made me feel like they protecting Hook. Bella Dancer said, I saw it. The pizza, chicken pizza, whatever that was. It's called a pizza. Left my ass off. What the hell? So instead of there being dough, it's a chicken as the base, and then whatever you would put on a pizza on top of that. And then they say that obesity is an issue. Look at the shit that they're conjuring up nowadays. This is wild. Wow. Oh, 1 week from tonight? Okay, so next Saturday, the tournament is starting. Oh, 10 years of FTR, lovely. I don't even wanna see y'all in it. Yes, that match was so good. You're right, y'all shouldn't be in it. Oh, Lord. No, thank you. Oh, oh, they go my boys. There go my boys. Yes. Why do they have new theme song? What's going on? Mhm. Cap, don't cap. They better be in the tournament. A revival. Y'all should just put a beat down on them. Why y'all not throwing no hands? Well, you know what? It's a 2-hour show. We got about 30 minutes left, and we still got 2 matches. This is wild. I'm glad to see the infantry on the show. Looks like they're gonna be in the tournament. I mean, real talk, if it was me, I wouldn't put any tag teams that have had the gold before. Put nothing but teams that haven't had any opportunities and put them on. I know some people might not like that idea, but I'm not feeling how it's looking right now. Knowing Tony Khan and how he do things, I'm not feeling it. All right, well, we got Mystico coming out. He will be going against Angelico. Valley said you said they were going to be in the tournament, and look, he looks like Little John. Yeah, Magic City. The revival is dead, but the acronym is Fear the Revival. Well, did I agree with you, Tati? These same people get a chance after chance. That's what I'm saying. They sitting here talking about, oh, this could be our opportunity to get the tag titles for the third time. Bitch, most of the tag teams haven't even got it once. I wouldn't even put them in a damn thing. You know what? I'm whatever. Tony Khan be itching for these not tag tournament, any tournaments actually. The women's tournament for the TB titles on Ring of Honor, they were doing, I would say like several of the matches in one night. Now they're down to doing only one match for the tournament each night, and I'm just like, so how long is this tournament going to go for when you're down to just doing only one match per night? I don't know. It might they might be dragging it until the pay-per-view is what I'm guessing. I'm not sure. You said who's the guy with the extra long torso? Who you talking about? Angelico. All right, let's see. I'm mad because it's literally 30 minutes left and this match is just getting started and we have another match after that. So this street fight, it's not really gonna be giving us much. And I should have expected that because whenever Sanjay and them is involved in something, there's nothing really to look forward to. You said there's a three-way match? There's a three-way there's a three-way match. This guy and the Neon, Nick Stain and Hook. Oh yeah, well this is in Helico, yeah. I never even noticed that he's a guy with a long torso. Leo said long torso got me crying. All right, come on, you guys, let's get this going. Hmm. Picture in picture? Oh my god. Oh, Lord. You said weren't they tag partners in WWE? Who? Mystical? Mystical, he in WWE, he used to wrestle under Sin Cara, so and I think he partnered with, uh, Rey Mysterio, but he wasn't really there that long too. He wasn't there that long. Matter of fact, oh, wait, you know what? So after Sin Cara, he like I said, he had a whole bunch of problems, whatever. He was replaced by another wrestler in WWE who used to wrestle as him under the mask. You probably talking about something after that, maybe. Bailey Dancer said, "Tati, you know darn well that this main event match is going to be wild." Oh Lord. Let's see. I know there's a little bit of drama between Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, so that's probably gonna cost what's his name, Mark Briscoe the match. I'm guessing. Ballet says Tony B. Khan loves tournaments and tag team everything. What's new? I bet you we see 2 more tournaments this year, at least. I bet you the main event might be like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'm actually mad I got Subway today because, like, every Walmart has, like, a fast food restaurant in there. I just didn't have time to cook by the time I got home, and I always tell myself, "Never buy Subway." That meat is so questionable. Whatever they claiming that steak is, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I got a Philly at Subway, and I'm just like, when I got home, I was like, "Why did I buy this shit?" I just didn't have time to cook anything, and I was so mad because I was like, it was like 3 o'clock, and I was like, "Shit, I did not take anything out the freezer," and sure enough, I didn't. King Leo said, "OMG, did y'all hear Tony on the conference call? He was lost. He sounded high as hell." What conference call? You guys are always hearing about something before I do. I did not notice there was a conference call for anything. Was this something related to the pay-per-view? Alright, we are back. You said they played it on Cornet? Mm, conference call. I gotta check this out. Shit, Ballet Dancer didn't hear about it either. She said, "When I missed that conference call, I need to hear it." Tony was probably high, as the sky. Mystico is gonna take this win, I'm guessing. Because like I was saying, there hasn't been really any wins for the CMLL guys, but 2 wins out of all the matches they've had so far. I'm not gonna lie, like, I know the security guards are supposed to be doing their jobs or whatever, but if you love wrestling, how do you sit there and just sit still like a fucking brick and not react to these matches. Like, there's just no way I could do that. No way. I would just be acting a fool as usual. Okay, both these guys are just laid out like they don't know this is a 2-hour show and this isn't even the main event. Mm. Alright, he's on the top row. Ooh. Oh, I thought he was gonna win. Look at how shocked he looked. Well, anyway, oh, I'm about to say now with a roll up. Angelico is part of the Spanish Announce Project. He's a group that Luther's well supposed to be in, but Luther got better things to do with Miss Tony Storm. I gotta hear this. Yeah. So Angelico is in Ring of Honor. He before Ring of Honor, he used to always be on AEW Dark. I don't know if you used to watch Dark and Dark Elevation, but he used to be always on there, pretty much losing every single match that he ever been in. So since he's been in Ring of Honor, he started off losing a lot too, but then after a while, when Eddie Kingston won the Ring of Honor title, for whatever reason, he was hardly on the show. So they was pushing someone to go against Eddie for the title, and they chose Angelico, and everybody was shocked. And he turned out to be amazing. And he had an amazing match with Eddie Kingston for the world title and didn't win, obviously. But this it was one of those situations where it's like if Tony Khan actually chooses to push even the most random people, he never know what type of wrestler he's gonna get out of them. And here comes Mystico with the win. That's why I'm all for giving everybody a chance, you know? You just never know how like everybody is actually pretty good, but then there's others that are better than others, and you'll never know it because they hardly get any opportunities to show that. No one would have known how good of a wrestler that Angelico was until they actually pushed him to go against Eddie Kingston for like over a month or so. They were pushing him, and he had really, really great matches. Like I mean, like they didn't even put him in squash matches. They were really trying to show what he can do in the ring. And then in the end, he went against Eddie. And I was looking at a situation. I was like, okay, so y'all do know how to push people. Y'all just do whatever the hell y'all feel like doing and just hope it works. All right, main event coming up next. Okay, so King Leo posted the link. So what is that? That's the one from Cornette? Or is it the one from the actual video where they got it from? You said uncut LOL and raw. Poor Tony Khan. Uncut and raw. Very interesting words to put together. Guys, give me a quick second. Let me grab some water. Alrighty, we got our main event coming up. A chicken pizza, very interesting. What the fuck is this commercial they're showing here? Dude wipes, everybody putting their pants down. What is that? King Leo said he was lying about the failing numbers, and they talked about the disciplinary committee, which are lawyers who know nothing about wrestling. And Danielson, LOL, is funnier on Cornette breaking it down. Well, you talking about the numbers from All In? All right, so here's the main event. We actually got 15 minutes left of the show. House of Black is coming out first. Look at these guys. They just look like nothing but monsters. And look how AEW has been building them up. Like they have not scratched the surface with what they could do with House of Black at all. Belly Dancer says party time. Oh, numbers from the shrinking crowds. So, but we have those numbers, right? Because there's actually there's like a Twitter account that does they show the numbers that they do for each shows. So it's not like no one knows what they're doing. He said the faux meaty man match. Tony Khan is too busy focusing on his favorites. I think so too. I think so too. It does really feel like that because, like, even me, even though I have my favorites, I would be when it comes to booking, I would not be biased at all. You know, try to give some people some opportunities, and it just kind of seems like he's just gonna always go back to those same guys. Look at Mark Briscoe, who's been there for a little over a year now. What he hasn't gotten the damn thing out of his time in AEW so far. I can't wait till Jay Lethal start doing his own thing. Damn, look at Malachi Black. He is tatted up. I like that. Oh no. Jay Lethal has a band on his arm that says mom on it. No way. Is that recent? Anybody know? I know Malachi not bleeding. Nah. uh, Mark just taking out like a million chairs. Oh, have y'all seen the pictures from Dominic wedding? Y'all see, Damian Priest went alone. That tells me all I need to know. They came out alone, right? Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. I wanna see no interference, even though that would be legal. Is but, for a quick second, I thought Jay Lethal was wrestling in some rain boots or something. I don't know why, it just gave me that vibe. Damn, look at Brody King just went through that table on Jay. Mm. Okay, now they're trying to get Mark Briscoe through one too. Mm. Ooh, nice little slap. Actually, that table doesn't even really look like it's positioned right. I would have pushed it off a little bit to the pushed it up a little bit. Oh, look at look at Brody. Oh my god, he threw him onto the pile of chairs. That's what I said. If he was really going for the table is too close. Picture in picture. Oh, this is wild with the commercials. Uh, ballet dancer. I was laughing at Jeff Jarrett. Said Rhea has all the tattoos in the relationship. Buddy Matthews is hiding his. Girl, where he hiding his at? Hmm. King Leo says, LOL. People tried to say Rhea looked sad. They kept trying it. Come on now. They're not together, never was. Belly says, they are so goofy. I'm happy for Dom and his wife. Yeah, they've been together since high school, right? So, I mean, like sometimes fans don't seem to be able to separate what they see on TV, versus what's happening in real life. So why would she be sad? She'd be happy for him. Plus, she's engaged to Buddy, so I don't know. My ballet dancer said they goofy. Junior high, well, I mean, more power to them. That's a long time to be with someone, especially the younger you are. I know a lot of people would have probably wanted to experience what it's like to be with other people. And I've actually seen stupid shit like that where people are just like, "Oh, I've been with somebody since high school. They're my high school sweetheart or whatever, but I wanna know what it's like to be with other people because I've been with that person since I was really young." And to me, it's just like, well, you made a choice to be with that person, and, now you wanna know what it's like to be with other people. If something ain't wrong with the relationship, don't give it up just so you can try new pussy or get some dick or whatever the situation is. I know a lot of people make that decision and then they end up regretting it later on. So if they've been together since junior high, that's a really long time. And she's been supportive obviously throughout his wrestling career. So sounds like a keeper to me. In the House of Black, it just really baffles me that they haven't done anything crazy with them yet. They're about to get Jeff to a table. Buddy Matthews, Jesus Christ, just look at that body. What is that? Is that is that a lighter? They better not light that table up. And what were they saying that Rita was crying? Do y'all not see Buddy Matthews? Oh, I actually like their new gear. I didn't even realize they had new gear on this red and black. Oh, well. Sunday. Buddy said, you know what? I'll take care of it. Why? Why did it even have to come out? Like they about to cost this whole match for Mark Briscoe. Oh, here comes Julia. I was just thinking about her. Julia will take care of him. Oh, are they serious? Look at Jeff Jarrett finally putting in a little bit of work in this match. Man, Julie got a lighter in her hand too. Oh, the very last person I wanted to see right now. This is what I'm saying. Who is booking this shit? Really? Sanjay just threw him through a table? Oh, the mist of the Karen's eyes. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of business, Julia. This is what I'm saying. Like every time Jared comes out, is the same foolishness. He has to get everybody involved, everybody he knows, every single time. Like, what is about this? Like, I love heels, but this group has never appealed to me in any way, ever. Brody King, I would be intimidated too. Jay trying to lift them. Looks like Jay about to get through that table. What? Every time I see Malachi, I just wonder how I'm just thinking about how they ruined my whole fantasy of CM Punk versus Malachi. What more can Julia do at this point? Oh. And I just want to say, I'm not convinced that Sky Blue is even with House of Black in any way until I see her actually come out with the rest of the members. Oh, oh, what a nasty J Driller. Let's go, Mark. Mark just pin his ass. Just take that. Oh Lord, Julia. Somebody going through that last table. And it's probably gonna be you, Mark. They caught him, but I thought it was gonna put him to the table. They still gonna light this bitch up. They said whatever happens, we lighting it up. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Mm. Mm-mm. Wait, hold on. They not finished. Well, Brody looked like he was about to get right back in there. Well, of course. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal looking like losers. I like their little look here. They all look really nice with the new gear. It's cute. Uh, you know, I don't know. I don't know. They always go for these really crazy spots or whatever. I just wish they would do something to make the House of Black look much more menacing. That would be really great. Belly Dancer says, Tati, they were just thrown together. He said, LOL, Okada is funny. Belly says, Julia could leave now. Got Robert, who's back in the house, says, what's happening to Belly Dancer? Belly Dancer says, hello, Robert. I'm just here watching this crazy match. All I hear is Alicia Keys singing, this girl is on fire. They will probably have a rematch at some point. I'm over it. I'm over it. Cause like really it's Mark Briscoe who has the issue with the House of Black, and then now they just put him through fire. So he's gonna try at some point to get back to them. I don't know at some point, but I don't know. I don't know where they're going with it because it's really literally just him versus three guys, and he had to recruit some help, and that didn't help tonight. Yeah, Mike in the house. He said, "How's everyone tonight?" Belly dancers laughing at King Leo. I mean, this was I. We've had better episodes of Collision, and this has just been okay. Nothing over the top. Whatever. Brian had a pretty great match with Shane Taylor. And then here come Will Ospreay coming right after that, since Brian came out after his match on Wednesday. Really interesting. And now they're gonna have a match at the next pay-per-view next month. To be honest, I don't know why we have to have another pay-per-view. I wonder what's the pay-per-view after that and when that's gonna be. It's double or nothing, right? Or am I tripping? I would have to look at that. I'm not 100% sure what's the next pay-per-view. But yep, it's been interesting. Mm, mm, mm. So I'm reading something that says fans in attendance at TNA Sacrifice last night had their pro Scott Demore signs taken away by building security. Fans then passed out pieces of papers that said "We want Scott." Those were also taken away by security as well. Mm-mm-mm. Does that not tell them everything that they need to know that people actually want him to be back? Just bring him fucking back. Well, if he wants to come back. I don't know if that would happen though. Oh, and they gave us a little teaser with Pac and Okada. Mm-mm-mm. Take my money. Very interesting. Ballet Dancer says AEW has too many pay-per-views. I agree. I actually really that was one of the things that kind of drew me to them is that they had less pay-per-views than WWE. I really do feel like the less pay-per-views, the better. They can focus more on the stories being told in between the pay-per-views, and then those pay-per-views is where they really hash out some of the bigger stories that they're telling. Having monthly pay-per-views is they're just gonna bullshit us. And that's exactly what they've been doing. So now that they're adding another pay-per-view, it's a lot. I'm trying to see what they have for 2024 so far. Okay, let's see. Well, we got the Super Card of Honor. That's on April 5th. That's in Philadelphia. Okay. All right, April 21st, AEW Dynasty. That's in St. Louis, Missouri. Like, really? Y'all couldn't go anywhere better than that? Okay, Forbidden Door. Oh, that has not actually been confirmed though. So no other pay-per-view actually has a date from what I see. Oh, well, other than All In, which is on August 25th. Looking to see if they have anything confirmed. Because only so far they've only had like a couple of shows out. Like the Canadian tour and everything. Yeah, I don't see anything else for 2024 that actually has a confirmed date and location. So, well, who knows? But like I said, I felt like it was Double or Nothing that would have been next, but I'm not sure. Way too many pay-per-views. Like I said, that was one of those things that drew me to them. Was that they had less pay-per-views. I think they started off with like maybe 4 at first, and then after that, they added some more. Oh, and then y'all already know Kevin Kelly. They showed him the door. He has certain things to say about Ian was the reason why he that he'd been like talking shit about him and defaming his character or whatever. And because he brought that up on social media, that's why they ended up firing him. So I don't know. Very strange. And also, I did get some clarification about the whole Sammy Guevara thing. So Sammy was told right after that shooting star press that broke Jeff's nose, he was told to wrap it up. But instead, he kept it going and then hit his finisher. Like he was supposed to pin him right after that, and he didn't listen to what they told him to do. So that's the reason why they suspended him. But that's so weird though, because they suspended him weeks after that though, which was a little strange to me because he at least had one more other match that I can think of after that. He ended up having that match with Powerhouse Hobbs. This wasn't just a one-on-one match. This was what kind of match they had? I forgot what it was, but obviously some kind of no DQ match, and ended up obviously having tables, ladders, and chairs, all these type of things. And I'm kind of curious as into if he didn't listen to y'all when he had a similar type of match with Jeff. Why did y'all let him get in the ring to have another match like that after that, and then decide the next week after that match to suspend him because he didn't listen to y'all before? I don't get that. This is not the first time Sammy has hurt someone in the ring. And King Leo said, Sammy, ready to go. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. I just feel like, whatever the situation is, if they should have, King Leo said Tony forgot. Holy shit! Could you imagine Tony forget? Oh yeah, Sammy, we were supposed to suspend you 2 weeks ago. Go home. Could you remember? This is just crazy though, because he's hurt other people before, and not the first time that he's been suspended or whatnot. This guy has a baby at home that's probably like 6 months, definitely less than a year old, and he just needs to be looking at, paying attention more to what he's doing, because probably the next time they're just gonna be like, "Hey, we're not suspending you. You're done." You know, every time you get in that ring, you're not just looking to be careful for yourself, but for the person you're going against too. So really unfortunate that that happened. So yeah, let's say the whole thing that happened to Jeff was an accident, but if they told you to just pin him and get it over with so that they can take care of Jeff, and you decide to continue the match and then hit your finisher, what was his finisher again? Hit GTS, GT something, whatever. Pretty much the same move. Um, because that the knee is supposed to hit your face when you do that finisher. So that means his nose would have been Jeff's nose would have been broken, and to take a GTS would be a knee to the face too. So that would be him possibly hitting his nose again with his knee. I'll have to watch that back and see if that's how it happened. But that's what it would have happened if he hit the finisher clean. King Leo says he's gonna be in a high school tagging with Del Rio. Let me tell you, I've seen that picture of Del Rio at them little high school gyms, in front of damn near nobody. He's somebody who deserved to be where he's at right now in life. So I don't feel bad. But Sammy Guevara, he's heading in that direction, if you ask me. When you get in that ring, you want people to be just as safe with you as you're supposed to be with them. So he should have followed orders. But it's crazy that Tony Khan seemed to have forgotten that happened and then made his decision a couple of weeks later. That's kind of weird, but whatever, whatever. And I'm actually glad that he did that too, because even though he had forgotten, and he still went back and just say, "Hey, bitch, go home." Um, people in the roster needs to know, like, Tony Khan, he's not there to be your friend. And he needs to show a little bit more of an authority role in that company. And then I saw today was Parker Boudreaux's birthday, and AEW had posted happy birthday to him. And I was like, all right, that's all the confirmation I needed to know that he's still on the roster. So happy birthday, Parker. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, and then Swerve posted a picture of himself with Mick Foley. I thought that was cute. Really cute. Mm-mm-mm. Man, I can't wait to see what they do. And then after the show, they have all these exclusive promos after the show. Like, you literally have to be done with watching an AEW show, and then you have to go online to watch all the promos that they did. And it's just like another half an hour or so of you watching the show after the show. So now I'm gonna have to go back and see some of those promos. And I'm looking at it because Toliona and Khan, they did a promo after the show. I'll check that out later. But it's like, I don't understand. You bring these two back so that they can do what? Lose to Hook and Chris Jericho? Ugh. Them of all people? No, come on now. That's wild to me. That's wild. Oh, and then the box that Adam had, it said the word Spike on it. What does that mean? Does that mean anything at all anyway? But that just caught my eye. I forgot to mention that earlier though. That has to mean something. Let's see. I don't know what movie they playing on TNT, but TNT. Uh, that's why I don't deal with this cable shit. It's always the same things. Danielson slow cooked his decision. He said Okada asked the Bucks, "What's a bastard?" Laughed my ass off. I wonder if we're gonna get them one on one. This new little pay per view that they got going on, they gotta make it worth it. You know, for the very first one, kind of like with World's End. A lot of people did not like World's End, but this pay per view, we'll see. I don't know what's the point of it, but whatever. Very interesting. Oh, and it's also Aubrey's birthday today too. That's nice. I actually don't personally know anybody who has a birthday in March. A lot of people in my family are born in January, myself included. So many people in my family. I think most people in my family are born in January, and then everybody else is scattered throughout the year, but I don't know anybody personally born in March. And I'm so shocked. Like my daughter has spring break this week now. And I literally did not know this until yesterday, but she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be home for the week," and I'm like, "What? Why are you home?" And I realized it's spring break, and that's pretty early. Isn't like spring break usually like April, May ish, something like that? March, I think, is pretty early for a spring break. Ballet dancer says there are sex toys in that box. That's crazy. You said they didn't send a school. Let me tell you something. They don't do this anymore. When I was a kid, every month they give us a school calendar, put on your fridge or whatever. My daughter has, as long as my daughter has been in school, I don't remember getting a school calendar. Everything is literally on the school website, and you just have to pop up every few weeks and just check out the calendar. But they don't come home with calendars anymore, which is so strange to me. I remember coming home with a calendar at the beginning or the very end of each month and just put it on the fridge, and we'll just always look at that to see what's going on. But now, mm-mm. So like to me, I just thought it was really interesting. My daughter's school has actually done fall break. They've done winter break, which was 3 weeks. I've never even seen a 3 week winter break before. They had a week off just for no reason at all. I don't remember what they called that. Obviously now they have the spring break. Every time they have one day off or something, they'll give them another day off for like no reason with it, and I just don't get it. And I personally, I take school seriously, and I just don't like that. I just don't like that. It's like, all right, I understand it's President's Day, but what you need the next day off for? What is that? I don't know. It seems like they're playing games. You said it depends on where you live. So I do notice, like, different school districts, they have like their own spring break or whatever. They don't always fall at the same time. But I still think March is pretty early. March is still freaking winter, isn't it? Don't forget, y'all, to your clocks to put them forward 1 hour. Well, I think what is that, like after one or after two? You're supposed to move it, something like that. I don't like what they're doing with Mariah May too. If they're gonna keep doing that Tony Storm thing, they're not doing her justice. They're not doing her justice if they're gonna keep doing that. Oh, that actually means one less hour to sleep tonight too. So if anybody got work in the morning, um, yeah. One less hour to go to bed. Ballet dancer says over the past few years, some jobs have been giving people 2 days off for President's Day. Oh, I wish my job was that nice. King Leah says, I hope she does every version, then turns. Well, we know she's going to turn on her at some point. But I still don't you think like it's like really early in her career if they kind of stuck with that though, rather than have not having her own identity. She's only had like a handful of matches so far. Belly Dancer says Lincoln and Washington instead of just one of those days off. Helio said too early. I gotta look at what I got for my vacation days because I'm just ready to enjoy some time off from work. I'm over it. I know my job did add Juneteenth to the vacation days. I mean holidays. So we get a day off for that. I remember. I mean, maybe it's nothing, but one of the girls. So if you guys work where you have like Teams or Zoom meetings or whatever, so they always have a time where the meetings start, but you can always come in early on the meetings. So one time I just opened the meeting early and I didn't get on camera. I was mute or whatever, and I just popped in just to have it open a few minutes early. And then I heard these ladies, yes, they're Caucasian. They were talking about how happy they were that Juneteenth was added for the holiday. They get an extra holiday a year. And in my mind, I'm just like, what? I wanted to say something, but I didn't. It was too early in the morning. Too early in the morning for that. So I didn't say anything. I was just listening to what they had to say. Billy Daniel says, I don't want to see Mariah May get overshadowed by Tony's old gimmick. Yeah, that's how I feel too. That's how I feel. Like I said, when they did that for the pay-per-view, I thought it was cute. They got me on it. I thought that was Tony for a quick minute. But for them to drag it, I'm not gonna be feeling it. So we'll see. Ballet said they don't understand the meaning of Juneteenth. A bunch of goofies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't get it. Nothing really to celebrate, to be honest. But hey, that's the thing too, because they just say, hey, this is another holiday added on to the year, but don't really explain what it is. And for them, they look at it more of a good thing that they get to stay home and fucking sleep until fucking noon or whatever. It's just I don't know. I didn't think it was really appropriate to say. People are gonna feel how they want to feel anyway, but whatever. But anyway, uh who thinks that Matt Hardy is going to continue to stay with AEW? Because I don't. I wouldn't even care. I don't even care. Let's see what happens next week with Mercedes if she does come. What if it's somebody completely different? I'm still not 100% convinced, but if it would have been anyone else, that would have been pretty wild. Belly dancer is laughing. King Leo says Matt Hardy is going back to TNA. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking if Matt Hardy and AEW don't have an agreement, whatever the situation is going on over there, that it would be TNA. But what does Matt Hardy has to give left at this point? You know, Belly dancer says Tati says she don't care. I really don't because honestly, what has Matt Hardy been doing though? I kind of wasn't caring about Jeff too at first, but we saw some good stuff with we saw some good stuff with Jeff before he got injured. So I kind of was, changed my mind a little bit, at least on Jeff, but not on Matt, because Matt was kind of just standing there, not really doing anything. So if he can go to TNA, but what would they do with him? I don't know. Or what he has to offer, I just don't see it. Mike says, does anyone think that the AEW crowd at the shows really boo Okada? If so, what do you think will cause them to turn on him? I mean, he's a technically a heel since he's with the Young Bucks, so that's enough to boo him. Well, personally, I'm not booing Okada in that situation, but I can see other people, especially the crowds, booing because he's with them. But a lot of people still do like Okada. Y'all saw that little moment they gave us with Okada and um, what's his name, Okada and Pac. Everybody want to see that, so it just depends on what's going on, though. But I personally not booing him for that. You said Mercedes says she's going back to WWE one day. Yeah, one day. I believe that too. One day. I still would try testing the waters out in other places. She's obviously been to New Japan. I wouldn't mind seeing her in AEW, seeing her with some of these girls. I would love to see that. She's not going to be what's going to save the women's division in AEW, but I think she would make things interesting with her being over there. I wouldn't mind seeing her there because once she goes back to WWE, I don't see her leaving there unless something made her leave and then she ends up having a career somewhere else. I just feel like once she's back over there, that'll probably be the last stop for her. So I would like to see her at other places. He said, Tati sound like Janet Jackson regarding Matt Hardy. What have you done for me lately? Nothing, not a damn thing. Especially with this little Twitter war that he's been having with his own wife. I don't even at first I was like sticking up for him or whatever because I was like, damn, I feel so bad that she been clowning the fuck out of him on social media, which is wild to me. Let me tell you something. I've gotten into, arguments and stuff like that with my ex or whatever. And I've never clowned them on there. Like I've never clowned them on social media. I don't even post any subliminal messages or whatever. I don't care for doing any of that shit. It's so childish. Now imagine your wife is literally telling everyone that you a fucking dumb ass and that you got CTE. You don't know what's left, what's right. You don't know what's blue or green. And then you take her right back. I just don't get that at all. It's just so crazy. So, like I can't feel bad. I just went because he's gonna take her back. Well, he has taken her back, but if something else happened again, he's gonna take her right back. So I'm Matt Hardy. I'm not sticking up for you no more. King Leo said Julia said Mercedes ducking the fight. I mean, if she goes to not WWE, AEW, they can still fight. So Forbidden Door is still a thing. So there would still be an opportunity if she's over there. And once she goes to WWE, unless Julia goes to WWE, it's not happening. So I would love to see those two go at it. Ballet dancer said, I was just about to write that, Mike. Ballet says, are they still going at it? It's just been back and forth. They're okay right now, but give it another week or so, and she's going to be chopping his head off. What's new? Every time she has horrible things to say, he pretty much ignores it because he knows it's going to blow over, and then they're probably going to be okay, I guess. So, you're fucking wimp if you let your wife treat you like that. Y'all either good or you're not. And in my opinion, you guys aren't. And it is what it is. And you know what? They really got me. I've seen them do videos and take pictures. She's like um she has the whole gothic baby, and if you have seen that baby's bedroom, oh my god, it's just absolutely insane. I've seen like the pictures of her house and all that stuff, and I'm just like, any because I follow like a lot of the gothic pages or whatever, and they're always glorifying this lady's house. Rebe Hardy's house was on all the whole gothic pages. Everybody's like, "This is goals for my house," blah 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 blah. So I'm looking at her house. I'm like, "Damn, I love it. I think it's fucking amazing." And she's always taking pictures with Matt, and they look like they have the perfect relationship. And really, they don't. Not even close. That's why I tell people, y'all see these couples on Instagram or whatever website they on looking like they are perfect matches for each other. Don't even believe that shit. Half of them are lying. They just want people to believe that people are living these storybook lives, and none of them are. None of them. Don't believe it at all. Mike is laughing at ballet. King Leo says that song is stuck in my head now. LOL. And Mike says, "You're welcome, Leo." I remember growing up, I had some Janet Jackson albums, and I would just listen to them in my room all day long. I used to think that she's just so freaking amazing, and she's amazing now. I saw a picture of her maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I'm just like, whoa, black don't crack, black don't crack. Amazing, she looks amazing. Now, I'm not gonna say that there probably isn't any, enhancements these past few years. I'm not gonna say that, but she just looks amazing. And I see a lot of celebrities right now that are just overdoing it. Have y'all seen Madonna? Have y'all seen Madonna? I don't know what it is aside from sorcery. Um, I it's shocking. It really is. It really is. And that's another thing too. When I'm watching wrestling and I see these really pretty girls that are just overdoing it with the lip fillers and whatever enhancements they're doing on their face. What, like, when I see Natty, I just be like, girl, it's not that she's ugly, but you could just see that she's just overdid it with the work. Mandy was another one too. I felt like overdid it as well. These girls were just perfectly fine until obviously they're on TV. They get a lot of money. They hear people saying all the time that they're just not pretty enough, and then they go out and do these things, and they ruin themselves. Ruin themselves. Mike says Matt Hardy wife seems like a horrible person. That's why Awesome Kong was gonna destroy her as backstage when they were in TNA. Honestly, Riri never done it for me. I'd never really cared for her, but I felt like at least earlier on in their marriage, they really looked like a really great couple. She started popping out them babies like there was no tomorrow, and I was just like, maybe they're really secure with their relationship for them to have, kids back to back like that. And that's just the thing. These couples, they look like they're living really great lives, but if you can just air out your own dirty laundry with your husband online, there's a problem. There's a problem. Let's see. Belly Dancer says, I bought the Control album on vinyl when it came out in 1986. Oh man, Janet Jackson, definitely one of my favorites when it comes to female artists. Well, any artist at all. She's just been damn near flawless to me. Really enjoy her voice too. Ballet Dancer says his wife is a strange one. Absolutely. Absolutely. But a lot of times they know when the people that they're with are, I guess, crazy at first. And she's one of those ones, like a lot of Latina women, they're like, well, I'm Latina, I'm crazy, whatever, like that. Like, that's how we are. And it's like, no, no, you don't have to play like you're crazy and come up with an excuse for being a fucking horrible person. That's just you being horrible. Being Latina has nothing to do with that. Kilio said my sister played Control to death. But yeah, I mean, when I saw Janet's picture the other day, I was just like, wow, she looks absolutely amazing. That whole family, the Jacksons, they've just been absolutely incredible when it comes to music. It's like it's just in their blood, or else Joe beat it out of them if they didn't have it. So it is what it was. And I've enjoyed something from all of them, you know. Unfortunately, Michael was gone way too soon. Um, it's just a whole bunch of conspiracies behind that people still talk about till this day. But yeah, way too soon. You said I got stories about the Jacksons. LOL. There's a YouTube channel. I can't remember the name of that YouTube channel that is all about the Jacksons and the drama and all this foolishness. Sometimes I feel like just listening onto it, but then I wonder, like, if I sit there and do that, I'm probably gonna get wrapped into some fucking wormhole and never get out of it. Just a lot of drama with that family. And then you know, you look at it in this way too, where it's like when a family gets together and there's fame involved, money involved, and then one of them become more famous than everyone else, there's bound to be issues. And then let's not forget it, Joe Jackson, the father of all of them, and he was a huge problem for that family to begin with. So we know that they're filming that new Michael Jackson movie with one of his um shit with one of his nephews playing the part. So that's going to be interesting. And if anybody ever saw what's the name of, I know King Leo know this one, the one that had Flex Alexander playing Michael, which is the yo, it doesn't get worse than that. It really doesn't. This is one of those situations where the actor should like come on national TV, and it should be broadcast on every freaking channel where he apologizes for that, for playing that role. It was horrible. I'm telling you, I've never cringed so much. They didn't even had none of the music in the movie. They couldn't get it, obviously. The acting was horrible. The way Flex looked with the if you haven't seen it, what's the name of the movie, King Leo? I know you know it. Um It's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. There was no resemblance at all. And I felt like they were just trying to just, they didn't have what they needed for the movie, but they wanted to put it out anyway. And that's what they did. And it was absolutely trash. Trash. Whatever that name of that movie is, don't even think about seeing it. Ballet Dancer says, I played that album to death too, King Leo. King Leo says, go watch 2300 Jackson Street and look at the shade they were giving each other. Laugh my ass off. That movie Flex, that Flex movie was trash. Don't want. Oh, Man in the Mirror. There you go. King Leo said it. So if y'all are brave enough, go ahead and see Man in the Mirror with Flex Alexander. I bet you it's on Tubi. I don't even have to look. It gotta be there. It gotta be there. Um, I've never seen anything so horrible. Definitely one of the worst things I've ever watched in my life. And they really tried their best to make it something, and it was just garbage. King Leo said, but Jafar is the second coming of Mike. His new single, Rebirth of Michael, is dope. Ballet says that was my jam in video. It was shown on the Video Soul and Video Vibrations all the time on BET. Do BET even show music videos anymore? I'm not even gonna ask about MTV because we already know that's definitely not a thing. So yeah, the movie is Man in the Mirror. If you want to waste time of your life, go ahead and see it. Belly Dancer is laughing. Said I couldn't watch that movie. King Leo says, I don't even like Pepsi. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mike said they used to show that movie on VH1. That's another one. VH1 does those movies too, those biopics. King Leo says Shanice should have stopped Flex from doing that movie. There was no reason why he should have been cast for that. And even if he was, he could literally have said no. He could have said, "Oh no, 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 not me playing Michael. Y'all should find someone else that could do this role justice." But hey, a check is a check, right? A check is a check, and that right there, at least the black community will never forgive him for playing that role. So yeah, I don't know what he's done since then, to be honest with y'all. Ballet dancer says all they do is show TV shows and award shows. And VH1 don't show videos anymore either. Yeah, I don't think so either. I remember, NTV, VH1, BET. You probably couldn't see one video on any of those channels nowadays. I mean, we do have YouTube, so King Leo says, remember the British white dude playing Michael too? Oh yeah, that is wild. So I don't know. So this new movie that they're filming, I don't know if they finished filmed or anything, but um for whatever reason, this I think will be better than a lot of the ones that we've seen of Michael, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they get it right. Hopefully they get it right because that was a monstrosity. Definitely one of the worst ones. And then it's not even so much of the resemblance not being a thing. It's just like it just you could just tell like the role was just not for you, bro. Mike says Shanice Flex wife and Tracy Spencer were on Questlove podcast, Questlove Supreme. It's here on YouTube, and Questlove brought that movie up. Okay, what did they say? I wonder what they said. Or maybe they tried not to answer that. I don't know. Bella doesn't say why he do that. King Leo said the new movie has his nephew in it and sounds just like him. He's gonna do it justice. Is he an actor though? I don't know. I don't. That's not gonna be enough for me. You still gotta act the part. You can look the part, but can you act? That's the thing. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I know he's family, but I don't know if he'll do the actual role justice. So, if he was just doing a concert or something, singing his uncle's songs, then sure, that would be great. But we'll see how he does as an actor. Does he have? Was he on a reality show before? I feel like he was. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like he was on a reality show before. Hmm. I'm seeing something in my mind, but I can't put a finger on it. But I think he was. Mike says Shanice said that the producers, etc., the movie lied to Flex and told him it was authorized by Michael Jackson. Oh, ooh, holy shit. Well, I mean, well, how does one go about verifying if it was or wasn't? I guess you just took their word for it and went for it. I mean, honestly, I still wouldn't have played the role. King Leo says, check him out. It's Jermaine's son, but he's dope. Yeah, I've seen Jermaine's sons. They had a group, right? Wasn't there a group? He was in it too. Oh, okay, Mike says, is that the nephew, one of the guys from 3T? Yeah, I think that was the group I'm talking about. Was he in that? Yeah, King Leo was supposed to be the Jacksons expert, so he would know. But yeah, in terms of a movie to watch, if y'all want to waste your time, go ahead and see that. I'm sure it's on Tubi. Ballet said, but I'm still laughing about the brat threatening to beat up X-Pac. I was just looking for that last night. I don't know if it's on YouTube. To be honest with y'all, like when I think back at that, for them to have Sean and China on the same fucking show, they knew what the fuck they were doing. They wanted to bring the drama onto the show. So putting those two together on that show, they knew they were gonna get some great reality show moments with those two on there. But I gotta look and see if I could find that clip though. King Leo says, I think that's Tito's son in 3T. So we got the wrong ones. We got the wrong brothers. You're gonna have to look that up. Mike says, speaking of Jabeen, I just found out last year that Whitney Houston's "Saving All My Love for You" was about him. What? Oh, I'm telling you, man, these celebrities, they have just been run through by all of them. They're just all going through each other or whatever. Whitney Houston, Jermaine Jackson. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that. That's very interesting though. King Leo says, but my mentor is working on the movie too. I'll keep y'all posted. I mean, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not necessarily interested, but we'll see. Cause I don't know. I would like to see them have a nice, honest movie about Michael, and I would like to see someone do him justice in terms of a movie. But there's nothing in this world that will ever be anything near Michael Jackson. Nothing. I don't think this is a once in a lifetime type of situation. You know, very very unique in my opinion. Everyone after that, you can see like a clear somewhat of a imitation of Michael in some way, and this guy was just, I mean, there was some influences from Michael Jackson as well, James Brown being one of those guys too, but Michael was just so unique, and I really haven't seen another entertainer just like that since then. So very different. Bella Dancer says, I still have the 3T cassette single, anything from the 90s, from the mid 90s. Mike says, Ballet, I believe that the brat would have really beaten his ass. Absolutely. Jermaine got this song, Word to the Bad, dissing Mike. I gotta hear that one. Is he singing or is he rapping on that? What is that? Let's see. Ballet dancer says, you know it. Jermaine had a child with Marlon's ex-wife, so she has sons that are cousins too. Shake my head. I heard about that. I heard about that, and I also heard about Joe having a wife with the. I mean, he got a lady pregnant, had a daughter with her too. The Joe Jackson thing, I'm not surprised about. And then obviously, his sons going around and being like that too doesn't surprise me either. So, for you to have sons that are brothers and cousins at the same time, like that's just wild. Absolutely wild. I don't get why people even do stuff like that. You know what? I'll say this though. Um, shame on Jermaine for doing something like that, but the ex-wife for even opening her legs and allowing that to even happen is wild. Absolutely wild. It does not make sense to me because she really could have been like, you know what, this is wrong. You imagine if we had a child out of this, like, like she didn't even stop it. Like, doesn't make sense to me at all. I just don't understand why a woman would want to come in between brothers like this. And obviously their relationship was not great enough to begin with for that to even happen. But she could have literally just said, no, I'm not down with it. Better than said, that's crazy, Mike. Oh, you posted the link to the song? A diss track? That is so crazy. I would never even think of one of the Jacksons doing a diss track on another one of the brothers. That's just insane. Like, I don't know. And that's the thing though, because I think everybody would probably have an issue with a sibling at some point of their life. But for you to take it public and have a song about it and everything, I don't know. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. I would not want to take it that far because at the end of the day, y'all all just gonna look like idiots. And that probably was the case. Who knows? I don't have time to be beefing with my family on social media. Matter of fact, the worst thing I'm seeing on social media right now, I don't know about y'all, this couple that just is absolutely unavoidable right now on social media. This couple named Miss Netta and Charles. Oh my God. I cannot. I cannot deal with seeing these people everywhere. No matter what it is, they are there. And this couple is absolutely insane. It's really I was gonna okay, so what can I say? Trying to be nice here, but it's a couple. The person who's the woman of the relationship is actually a trans person, but that person does not want to admit that they're trans, even though they admitted that that they are. They are popular because she makes them lunch every week. I mean, not every week, every day, and she posts it on YouTube or social media for people to see the lunch that she made for him. And now they have gotten so freaking popular. Everybody wants them at their club. Everybody wants them at all these events. And all they doing is just making lunch. And it's nothing. And then so the fucked up thing about it was now I don't care. You trans or whatever, that doesn't bother me. But she's telling everybody that she's not. Okay, fine. But last night or maybe Thursday, listen, this is just ridiculous. She is doing an interview, and the interview, she's really tall, and the person that's doing the interview is kind of short, so that person is like up to the chest or whatever. And you can see, because they're trying to look at the person who's interviewing her, his dick is kind of out. I saw it and I was just like, if anybody has ever wondered if this person is male or female, you got your answer tonight. And it's insane. Whatever. I'm not gonna go deep into it, but yeah, absolutely insane. These people, they let everybody get popular on social media, and it just doesn't make any sense. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't want to be popular for anything on social media. Well, you know what? This is cool. You know, talking about wrestling or whatever, that's fine. But in terms of me being on here, drama and all that stuff, no, don't care for it. Let's get back to the comments though. Mike says, I'm listening to the song right now. It is very late 80s, early 90s pop. What you talking about? The one that Kim Leo just posted? Um, it won't let me click on that link from StreamYard. I think I have to click on it from YouTube. Kim Leo says they are all killing it at the time. Jermaine had a hit album with Don't Take It Personal. Janet was about to drop Rhythm Nation, and Latoya was in Playboy. That's why it wasn't in the 2300 video. Belly Dancer says, I don't follow none of those relationship stuff online. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But that one couple has just been unavoidable. I just don't understand. Like, even when I think I'm watching something else, and all of a sudden they're there in somebody else's video. Like, thank God they're not in anything wrestling related, because that would just ruin it for me. A lot of people on social media are famous for nothing, honestly. Ballet says, my father used to call Latoya Jackson the snake lady. Mike says, Don't Take It Personal was a good song. My mom bought it up. It was it was the only song I remember her listening to. Belly Dancer says, that was my jam. Belly says, the bitter with the sweet. Tony Khan might hire them. Please don't. Please don't, Tony Khan. Don't hire anyone else for any reason. Well, we'll see what happened on Wednesday, but don't hire anyone else. That's why I always found it interesting. Like, we don't really see like powerful couples within AEW. I always thought that was kind of weird. We're kind of seeing something with Taya Valkyrie and what's her husband name? Shit, he always changes his name when he's on a different show. Johnny TV. I always wondered, if you get something like that, an actual real couple on the show. And like I said, we do see them on Ring of Honor. They doing a little something something over there, but they're an actual real couple, and they seem like a really cool couple. I have not yet seen their Johnny Love Taya thing yet. They post it every Wednesday. I don't know if anybody else has watched it, but I haven't seen them. King Leo says, don't take it personal, and two ships were Jermaine's joints. When was the last time Penelope Ford had a match? I like her. I have no clue. No clue at all. She's married to Kip. And for whatever reason, neither of those two can win a match ever. Penelope, I'm not sure until the last time we seen her. But I've seen her like on videos where like I don't know if y'all watch these, but some of the other wrestlers they have like blogs and stuff where they go shopping for action figures and toy collections, whatever they're buying. I've seen her on there. I've seen Kip Sabian on there too, with some people's channels. So those were the last time I actually seen her on any of those. So I'm not sure. So Mike says, once you were made, you change your shade. Was your color wrong? Hold on, is that on the diss track? Oh my god. Oh, I need to hear this now. I need to hear this. Um, Let me see. He said, "Well, goddamn, Jermaine, how did you really feel?" Brother Dennis said Jermaine went in. That's insane. I gotta look at it now. What was the name of the song? Hold on, I am going back up the comments trying to find the song. um, King Leo, what was the name of the song? Oh, Word to the Bad. Okay, Word to the Bad. Um, I'm actually looking it up right now. I'm just saving it so I could take a look at it later. But that's kind of crazy though, for him to say something like that. That can't be the worst thing that he said on that song. What? There's an original version of the song? What? There's like different versions of the song or something? I wonder if he how he felt after putting that out. Probably felt bad. Probably at some point, obviously they made up, and then he felt bad about the song, I guess. And I'm pretty sure Michael didn't have any like actual response to that, right? His response was getting money and having all these successful records, right? Bella Denter said, "Let's Get Serious" was a nice song by Jermaine too. Oh man, I remember that one. Oh, Word to the Bad. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna listen to it once we're done with this here. I don't know, man. To put something like that publicly, that must have been insane. And Michael still has some really diehard fans. They must have really gotten to Jermaine after that shit came out. Um, Mike said, "Word to the Bad." There's a lyric video on YouTube too. And King Leo said, "Yeah, he tried to switch it up." That have to be pretty that must have been really strange that next time they had a family gathering after you doing the diss track on your brother. Insane. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, okay. So they have the UFC 299 and Rhea and Buddy at the show. They look so cute together. Look at their picture. Hmm. Damn. Mike says, Keelio, thank you for telling us about the song. It's interesting. Oh my gosh. Mm. I wonder who else is all at that show. Where is that at actually? I always wondered like if they actually get to see each other often. Obviously, one being in WWE, the other one being AEW. Um there well for Buddy, he's pretty much on once a week anyway, so we never really see House of Black more than that. So um he probably get to see they probably do get a chance to see each other a little bit more often because they don't do too much when it comes to AEW. King Leo says, no problem. Mm-mm-mm. It's Saturday night, you guys. We just finished watching wrestling while other people are probably hitting it up at the club. I know I can't move the way I used to. Not me. These knees have been through it all. Don't you guys? It might sound strange to imagine me, but uh, when I was in my teens, there was like a big like dance hall craze that everybody was doing, and we would just hit up dance hall parties, and everybody had dance crews and shit like that. Yep, I was in one of those, so that's why these knees don't work how they used to. Ballet says Jermaine Jackson's "Why Don't You Do What You Do?" The model Iman was in that video in 1984, 85. King Leo says, I got stories on stories about the Jacksons, even Janet's secret baby. Hey, King Leo, you said you had nothing to do tonight other than getting your hair done. What's up? This is one I've been wanting to get the tea on that baby with James DeBarge. I've been really wanting to hear about that. Um, Very interesting about that story. I don't know. Ballet dancer said I forgot about this song, King Leo. I always knew her daughter existed, King Leo. Mike says I remember when AEW started, one of the big selling points for wrestlers was that they didn't have to tour as many dates as a few companies, other companies. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people say the same thing that they don't have to be on the road as much. And I can see the pros and cons with that though. A lot of them are hardly on TV, or if they are on TV, it's once a week, maybe every other week. And it's like it's not as much. And especially if they're not part of a big storyline, then Tony Khan will keep their asses home. And they got a check, they got whatever amount that they signed a check for, and they're paid. So to them, for a lot of them, it really doesn't matter, you know and they're not in the ring as often. They don't have house shows. They don't have what they would consider a performance center. Yeah, some wrestlers do have a school over there. Like Dustin has a school, AR Fox has a school, Athena has a school. I can't think of anyone else that's with AEW that has one. Um, I think those are the only three on the roster that has a school, but whatever. They don't have like a performance center where they can actually go and wrestle or whatnot. So they're not gonna be able to perfect their craft or just get some practice in while they're not being on TV. In the meantime, they find it to be okay. Well, I'm not working. That's okay. I'm paid. At least I get to be with my family. So, um, I think that it's both good and bad at the same time, especially for a lot of these guys. That's why there's a lot of people on the roster who actually still do indie shows. Not all of them. I wouldn't even say half of them, but a lot of them do. And even somebody like John Moxley, who's very active with AEW, he still does house show. I mean, not house shows. He still does indie shows. Still. King Leo says she exists. LOL. And he says that's why they be rusty in the ring. Yeah, I agree. A lot of them just see it as in if we're not in the ring as much because because of how their shows are, they think that's okay. And like I said, I kind of agree, but also think it's a bad thing at the same time. So it shows because they're not in the ring often at all. But I do feel like at some point WWE just had a crazy schedule. I haven't really paid attention to how often they're in the ring now in terms of how many shows they do a week still. But I hope that they would definitely put some of those amount of shows down a little bit because some of these guys I could imagine are hardly ever home, especially if you have the title, especially if you're one of the bigger names on the card. It could be really difficult for you to have a family life or just have some time for yourself. So, like I said, a lot of people do want to sign with AEW for that reason alone. Mike says, "Hey, Ballet, I didn't know what uh, you don't do what you used to do. Whatever. I can't fucking read." Was Jermaine Jackson's song too? That was a bop. When Janet and James eloped in 1986, the story was splashed all over the tabloids. I would see the magazines on the newsstands and in a supermarket. Damn, can that is just wild for you to, be in that situation with someone and everybody is seeing this on the newspaper at a fucking supermarket. That is so crazy, especially when you're trying to keep it a secret. Wild, absolutely wild. Mike said, I heard about the secret daughter with James DeBarge. King Leo said, wait, that explains why Michael kissed Iman and remember the time. Laugh my fucking ass off. um, Belly Dancer says, they used to play the video on Video Soul a lot, Mike. Handy guy in the building. So since y'all mentioned the barges, rest in peace, Mama DeBarge, rest in peace. King Leah also says rest in peace. Ballet Dancer says, I didn't know she passed. Rest in power to Mama DeBarge. Ballet Dancer says, cheers to the one and only Henny God. Mike says, King Leo, he looked so awkward kissing Iman in that video. Now, me, if I kissed her, I would have kissed her so hard that I would have gotten her pregnant. Not her, me. Henny God says she passed away a few weeks ago. Her funeral service was the other day. Mike said David Bowie would have been paying us child support. King Leo said, laugh my ass off, Mike. Oh, Lord. I remember when Barry Gordy signed the DeBarge family, he wanted to create another Jackson's family. And Mike says, wow, rest in peace, Mama DeBarge. Actually, now that you mentioned that, I actually do remember seeing that she passed, but I didn't know any information about like the funeral arrangements or anything. Matter of fact, like lately, it's just been wild about when people are passing away, especially when they're famous or whatnot. It just seems like there's an issue when it comes to what the arrangements are or whatnot for when they pass away. And I just hate it when family get together when someone passes away and then everybody's fighting and everybody's just having disagreement about what should be done or whatnot. Y'all remember, I don't know if y'all know this guy, but he was one of the politicians who always do the those meetings. His name is Eric Mays. If y'all don't know him by name, but if y'all look him up, y'all know exactly who this is. He was one of the councilmen for Flint, Michigan, and he always go viral for how he handles himself on the meetings and stuff. Like he was an absolute fucking hoot. He's hilarious, but he passed away recently, and now the family acting brand new. They're acting brand new. They can't. Nobody can decide about financial stuff, where they're having the funeral. All this foolishness going on right now, and this man is gone, and everybody's fighting. It's just really sad to see that it had come to that, and it shouldn't be that way at all. When it was my mom's funeral, before she passed, likely she told us everything she wanted, and it just happened exactly what she said she want. No fighting, no nothing. It happened, and it's not that way for everybody, but it's not the time to be fighting when people pass away. It's not a time to be money this, money that, and all that. Where was I? Okay, Ballet Dancer says that the Barge family are great songwriters too. Their music is heavily, heavily sampled. Mike says definitely ballet. King Leo says living in LA, if you black and out of jail, entertainment is a small circle. LOL. I've lived by James twice. King Leo says I know Eric Mays. Ballet dancer says there are 10 DeBarge children, only 5 were on the stage. Mike says Eric Mays, no cut cards. Ballet also says rest in power to Eric Mays. Henny God says one of my boys was one of her foster children. I was supposed to meet her back in 18, but things happened. Oh, interesting. Ballet Dancer says we want Juicy, Juice Robinson. King Leo says, damn, now I hear Rhythm of the Night in my head. That's another song I used to love when I was a kid. So, like, I wasn't born in the 80s, I was born in 91, but I had this crazy obsession with 80s music when I was a kid. And I was still into the whole 90s band, 90s group bands, boy bands, and all that stuff. But 80s music was just, oh my God, I just found it to be so fucking special in comparison to 90s music. I was so obsessed. Ballet says Chico DeBarge was doing his thing too. Nah, 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 no guarantee. I gotta hear this little diss track though. I don't know if I ever heard it before, but it doesn't really ring a bell in terms of what the lyrics are for that. So definitely gotta check it out. And for those of y'all that care, Kenny Omega is on Twitch. So since he ain't in the ring, might as well get to see him somehow. Heniga says, I love Chico DeBarge at Ballet Dancer. You know, it's crazy when you put your phone on Do Not Disturb and you still getting all these fucking messages. Ugh. Very distracting. Hediga said, Tati, you sounding like a Gen Zer right now. Oh Lord. Yeah, I grew up listening to 80s music. I did prefer it to what was going on in the 90s, but I did have an obsession with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Like, I mean, who didn't? But a lot of kids obviously in my grade didn't really know who were any of these artists I was listening to from the 80s. But the 90s stuff was pretty good too. Where we at with the comments? So King Leo cannot join us because he's getting his hair done. So we'll have to pop up another time and continue with all the music talk because he's the one who said he got the stories, all these stories that we want to hear, but he's too busy to let us know what they are. So he will come back with that, I'm sure. We have Mike who says, "What about Switch? I'll call your name. Is still fire." King Leo says, "No guarantees." Belly Dancer says the 80s was a great decade, but it was far from perfect, like how people are trying to make it out to be. I feel like the same thing too when it comes to 90s. Come to the 90s, a lot of people say like the 90s was like the perfect decade, and I don't know if I could say there is such a thing as a perfect decade. So I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people would definitely say that a lot of cool shit went on in the 80s and 90s, but I don't know, like what makes some a decade perfect? You know what I mean? And Bella Dancer says most definitely Mike. Mike says, back on the streets like Chico the Barge, he large and got a lack in the garage. King Leo said, yes, I will. Bailey says, now that the Young Bucks have added Okada to their Backstreet Boys revival. Oh my God. I'm not opposed to Okada joining them. I don't know. We'll see how things play out with them. You can never really trust the Young Bucks anyway. But then again, I wouldn't say I 100% trust Okada as well. So we'll see how that goes. King Leo says, hit the like button, you guys. Thank you, King Leo. Mike is laughing at Ballet Dancer's comment. And King Leo says, laugh my ass off, Ballet. You gotta watch the backstage segment with the Bucks and Okada. I didn't see any segment. All I saw was when Okada was doing a photo shoot. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. When he was doing his pictures for AEW. That's the only thing that I've seen. That's what I said, you have to go on social media and follow them so that you can get all the other stuff that they do after the show or in between the shows that they don't air. So I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. So if you don't have social media, you're missing out on those stuff. So you're not gonna pretty much see any of those things. Valley said they came out there with those robes on tonight. That's what I said. Didn't they have those robes on the pay-per-view or something? I feel like they had that the other day. I don't really care for it. Do do do. But I'm just checking real quick to see what the hell is going on social media, seeing if there's anything worth talking about. The show was all right, you guys. It was all right. I feel like we normally get better show when it comes to Collision. Just didn't have that vibe. Those first few months of Collision was just absolutely amazing. They really were. And then here and there, we still get those really great shows, but you can definitely see things have changed a lot with Collision. Like we had like a 15-minute main event tonight. It was wild or whatever, but it's not that same feeling that you would get with Collision normally. So it is what it is. They can't get it right every single time, right? And then FTR talking about they're going to be in that tournament. I knew it. I already knew it, and it's going to be one of them, the Young Bucks or FTR to get it. Don't be surprised if it's what's his name, the Young Bucks, because they didn't win obviously the titles from Sting and Darby. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was them. Mm-mm-mm. Chris Jericho is trending. Nobody really has anything nice to say about this guy anyway. They're over it too. Um, somebody said there's no way Tony Khan thinks Chris Jericho is still valuable as a on-screen talent. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I don't know. I just don't really care anymore when it comes to Chris Jericho. Over it. You said, why don't Tony Khan add some of those segments onto the show? Because I know I get it, it's 2 hours or whatever, but a lot of these things are worth being on the show. And it's strange to me. It's strange to me because like I feel like Daddy Magic of all people, nobody really take him seriously. But there's been a handful of those, uh, promos that he's done off TV that were very strong, and I was like, hold on, if this was on TV, people's perception of him would change. For somebody to have a really strong promo, people would think differently of him if they would actually have shown some of these things on TV. So like I said, if you don't have social media, you're not really getting everything. So a lot of things do play out on, I think mostly X, and I've seen some stuff on Facebook too, but it looks like it's mostly on X. Um, for me, when I put my phone down, I don't want to be bothered. But then I realized that there's a lot of stuff still going on. And you just have to look around on social media after the shows, even sometimes and during the show while the show is still on. Some of these segments and these promos will be posted on social media. So it's a little annoying. I don't know. Mike says, by the way, that line was part of Andre 2000's verse, skewed on the skewed on the Barbie from Aquamini album. Ballet said, I didn't get a chance to hear Andre 3000's new album. I heard it was a different vibe. Oh, the one with the flute, right? I actually never heard of it either. I've heard mixed reviews on it, and I think it was a mixed reviews because it's Andre, and they probably was hoping for something else, like an actual rap album. So maybe that's why it was mixed reviews. Mike said, I think that Matt and Nick need to do a different pose since they're doing the EVP gimmick instead of the usual Young Bucks muscle flex pose. That pose doesn't suit this EVP corporate gimmick. I agree. Mike said I haven't heard it yet either, Ballet. My homegirl has it and she likes it. I'm gonna get it on vinyl. Actually, when I went to Walmart earlier today, I was looking at their vinyl section. I thought it was pretty interesting. It's very, very small compared to like the CD section or whatever, but it was pretty interesting because I don't think I've ever actually seen them have. Well, I'm pretty sure they've had it, but I've never actually seen them have vinyls in Walmart before. Mm-mm-mm. I actually do have one vinyl and one only, and it's an original Thriller vinyl. Comes with like it brand fucking new. I wouldn't touch it to save my life. It's the only one that I have. It's an original one, and I forgot how much I got it for. It was less than $5. But some people did like some people they sell things that don't know what it's worth, and you just gotta be quiet and buy it. Let's see. Ballet says, I will not be surprised if FTR or the young Buck Teeth wins the title. It's gonna be one of them. One of them. King Leo says, very good ambient flute album. Best for motivation and anxiety. Okay. Gotta give it a try. But like I said, it was mixed reviews for that, but I personally can't say. I know people don't like when people do different things, especially artists. They want them to stick to what they want. People have been wanting Andre to have a solo album since for like ever, and a flute album is not what they meant when they said they wanted him to have a solo album. So, and that's what it is. But I do know some people did actually enjoy it. Mike said, I removed my comment by accident. I was saying I haven't heard it yet, but my homegirl has it and it's good. I'm going to get it on vinyl. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to give it a chance and see what's I mean, it's not really my thing, but it doesn't mean that it's bad or anything. But some people they don't like change, so they would probably say it's bad just by hearing that it's him playing the flute. So Ballet said, how many times will Lee and Shane get jobbed on Collision every single time, unfortunately. Every single time. And I don't get it. I thought they were going to get them a push. I really did. That promo that they did on Ring of Honor, like maybe 2 months ago or whatever, was really, really strong. And it looked like they were standing on business. And then out of the blue, they put them on AEW and they're taking all the L's. And I have not seen them on Ring of Honor. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. All right, you guys. Well, I have made it through all the comments. I'll see if we'll come back tomorrow night. I'll ask King Leo if he's doing anything tomorrow, and we can come back and chill for some more. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. If you want to watch the review, I'll post that up in a little bit. But if we don't come back tomorrow, then definitely catch me for Wednesday. Oh, well, damn, that was fast, King Leo. Well, he said he's down. So we'll come sometime tomorrow and continue the whole Janet Jackson and the bar situation and whatever other tea King Leo said he has. We'll do that tomorrow. And then what time? King Leo has to let me know what time. I don't do anything on Sundays. Plus my daughter's in spring break, so I don't have to really worry about doing anything for the week, really. So whenever he's down, we'll come back. If anything, I'll just post what time will come tomorrow so that everybody can know in advance for anybody who wants to check that out. But I do appreciate you guys for coming and rocking with me. Thank you, Mike. Have a good night. And everyone, have a good night. We'll see you guys tomorrow whenever King Leo is ready. Have a good night, ballet dancer.